How people wake up to liberty, and that is the term we all use, right? Wake up, because these things go on all around us all the time, and most people know about everything. Any one of these issues, you ask anyone, they've heard about it to some degree, but it requires sort of an awakening context by which they can establish the difference between that reality and the one that they live in. So for me, I was in the military from 2004 to 2009. I was stop-lost for 15 months. I was deployed illegally as a civilian for a while. So I know what it's like to be a number on a page, and I've seen what our military is capable of when it thinks it's peacekeeping. I've seen the division between the military being used as a blunt instrument of foreign policy, as it should, and being a domestic police force, which it shouldn't. And so I have seen the context, I've seen the contrast between one reality and the other, and basically it was my military experience that helped me to decide and value liberty. I mean, liberty is a real thing, and it's being threatened, and it's not defined by our creature comforts. There's some other thing that goes on, and it's about freedom, really. And are we free? And once you have that context by which to describe what I call the gray state, that's what the gray state is, then you can begin to wake up to your reality and say, hey, this stuff isn't right.
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam, and may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home, and may you grow to be proud, dignified and true, and do unto others as you'd have done to you. Be courageous and be brave, and in my heart you'll always stay forever young, forever young. May good fortune be with you, may your guiding light be strong. Build a stairway to heaven with a prince or a vagabond, and may you never love in vain, and in my heart you'll always remain forever young, forever young,
Anyone who opens their eyes to this material has that month or so when they're just afraid, and they go outside and they're like, it's going to happen tomorrow. Look at all these fools, they don't know what's coming, and it's like, you're just afraid of everything. I got over that like everyone else does, and I realized, well, there's some time at least. And so I was able to, bury myself in the film effort and really try to craft that narrative out of the mess that I was researching.
and when you finally fly away, I'll be hoping that I served you well, for all the wisdom of a lifetime no one can ever tell. But whatever road you choose, I'm right behind you, win or lose, forever young, forever young, forever young,
Now, as far as what scares me about it, well, with what is coming, you and I are aware of this, with what is coming down the pipe, yeah, we are all going to face some very terrifying shit in the next maybe even couple months. Who knows? I'm not a fortune teller, I can't tell you that, but something is coming. And at the very least, we all have to meet our own demise someday anyway. That's something to be scared of, or maybe not. Maybe we can just achieve a sort of spiritual maturity in which we can face our own deaths, because in the end, that's the worst they can do to us. The thing that scares me about Gray State is that may not be the worst thing they can do to you, is kill you. So that's where Gray State has taken me down that dark road. Death is not the worst thing. You know, the end of the revolution, it's not the worst thing. I mean, there are deeper things to you than your body. The Gray State is not by any means like a Christian film, but it is spiritual. Yeah. So defining the resistance and defining conflicts and defining how you will defend your liberty and your freedom and what that means. What am I as an intelligent, sentient being in the world? That's what kind of scares me, because they can take more than your life. I think everyone's got a vision about how they can best tell their own stories. And I think with today's technology, that's utterly possible. I mean, that's entirely possible. Anyone can basically pick up a camera and make their first film, get noticed for the quality of the storytelling, and move on from there, getting funding and getting attention from here and there. It's a ladder for sure, because you're not starting out in Hollywood with $1 million. It doesn't work that way. So libertarian filmmakers, you'll find yourself at odds with society. My film, my trailer has done awesome on the national scale. Locally, everyone is used to it. Everyone's used to me. They're tired of my politics. I don't know what it is, but it's been largely ignored. That's because, to the large extent, we know that the mainstream media has a liberal bias. They're not willing to even acknowledge these ideas. So it will be a challenge for young libertarian filmmakers trying to make their mark in film. But it's not like a dead end by any means. There's always hope, because, as Dr. Ron Paul says, freedom is popular. And so there's a large audience of untapped resources, of an untapped audience who are willing to watch your projects. If this film can actually get made, yeah, that's a strike. I mean, that's a victory for the liberty movement, because you know that I'm going to put in some liberty-minded ideals into the film. Now, it's a concept trailer, so we need money. Basically, it comes down to begging for pennies, but that's the way it's got to be, because no Hollywood studio is going to back this film. So it's got to come from grassroots, spreading the word. Hey, check out this trailer. Share it on Facebook. Have them share it on Facebook. Share it in public forums. Talk about it. Check out our website, because we're running a crowdfunding campaign. If 100 people see the trailer, one of those people might donate $5. So it's Indiegogo.com/Gray State Movie. That's where we're running the campaign. We're offering some T-shirts. We're offering posters, signed 8x10, signed posters, a lot of stuff from the film itself. A lot of really cool things that we're offering in exchange for some of your contributions. And that's how we're going to start funding this film. And then eventually it will go off and we'll get some major investing, maybe get backed by a studio or two, I don't know. That might happen. We might get the couple $1 million that we need to actually produce the film, and it might actually happen within the next 2 years. So definitely support the project any way you can, either through financial contributions or just sharing the trailer. That's really all we need right now, is just share that trailer, get it seen.